Sill. Oh my God, damning review of my film, Sill and the Devil's Season Andor, produced and directed by Keith. I wonder if this negative review put Keith off doing a sequel. So, look, mate, I was just being honest. But, mate, I've got to show you this. Holy crap. That is funny. I said I quite liked it. 1 second. Oh my God. Breaking news. I've enraged Nabil Shaban. Look, if he finds out I'm Jewish, that's going to be, I think that might be a bit too much for him. Facebook. Let's have a look. What did I say in this review? Oh, it's a minute long. We have to watch it. We'll get the review. Fine. Here, let me go. Doink. Okay, I think I'm fine. I got to download this so we can watch this together, right? And we got to find out what he finds offensive about this. So far, I've been quite nice about him. Okay. When did I put this out? Ages ago. Right, doink, video file. Here we go. Okay, this video is called "Happy Birthday to Awesome" in capitals. Doctor Who actor Sill Nabil Shaban. I literally said that. Okay, this looks like I'm being nice to him. Okay.
Happy birthday, Nabil Shaban. 70 years young day. Nabil Shaban, of course, played the character Sill. I would say invented the character Sill with Philip Martin in the mid-80s. He was
I think I'm being very nice so far.
In 85, Inventions on Barrels. Then in 86, well, what do you want to call it? Mind Warp or Trial of the Time Lord parts 5 to 8, I think. I think Mind Warp sounds better. Anyway, we love Sill. Sill's fantastic. Nabil Shaban.
We love Sill. Sill's fantastic.
Shaban's fantastic. If you want to
Nabil Shaban's fantastic.
check out a bit more Sill. He actually appeared more than once outside Doctor Who. He was in an independent production called Sill and the Devil's Seas of a Dreador or a Dragon, something along those lines. It's not very good. Avoid it. Avoid that one. Also avoid Mission to Magnus, one of the unmade scripts from season 23. Also absolutely awful. It's embarrassingly bad.
Again, this is my opinion, but this didn't reflect on Nabil Shaban.
Oh, what is good is Antidote to Oblivion. That's the 6th Doctor, and Flip on Big Finish. Go check that one out today.
Okay. What, I don't understand. What would you be offended about by that? Oh, this is awesome. I became the news. It's awesome when you become the news, right? Awesome. Where is this? Hang on, I got to close all. So where is it? If I go to, oh, here it is. Okay, fine. Doink. Share. Oh man, this is. Again, breaking news. Rabbi Nabil Shaban Ruck. So, oh my God, a damning review of my film. It wasn't so bad. I said it was. I said you were great over and over again. Right? I kept saying you're great, dude. How rude. Happy birthday, sir. This guy is a jerk. Happy birthday, my favorite Powers Beaton. The guy's a total bellhead. What the fuck? I wouldn't take any stock in his words. The film was great. Darling. See, this is why I got a YouTube channel and you don't. Right? I unabashedly love Nabil Shaban, right? I love Nabil Shaban. I love Sill. I think he's great. I think the only redeeming feature of Sill and the Devil, which I fucking paid for, motherfucker. Again, I'm a Jew and I paid for it. I think that's quite a visceral reaction. Proof of my words. I got to clip this video and post it. But I don't know. It wasn't good. What do you want to tell you? Thanks for letting me know who he is, and he has just joined one of my groups. Oh no! I'll be removing him right away and blocking him, so he will also be doing the same thing on my Twitter account. Here's John. I have no idea who you are, Alan Seymour. I literally know who idea this person is. You started. Okay, I have no idea who you are, Alan Seymour. With 9 mutual friends. Okay. I never do too much talking reviews. They're often written by somebody with an accent. Right? It really wasn't. I just said I kept expressing my unabashed love for Nabil Shaban. Right? I said that happened to be crap. Right? Why did I say that? Because it happened to be crap. I mean, darling, it really was. Right? And I really wanted to like it. Okay? I really wanted to like it. I'm pretty sure Keith wouldn't let one bad review lead him to cancel production. I never did anything but good reviews of Devil's Seats. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I certainly enjoyed it, but there's always one who'll be different. Jessica. Okay, what did I say? Is it anyway controversial? Insane. But like, when was this video even from? That's cray. Did I have when this was from? This was a long time ago. How can I tell when this was from? Let's give it a thumbs up, that's for sure. Well, let's see when the first comment was. This is a year ago. Holy crap. Man, that's I don't know. Bit sad, isn't it? Any other comments? Whatever. I honestly, I retract nothing. I regret nothing. Genuinely. Fine. So I'm very happy about this news. Right? I'm very, very happy about this news because honestly, I bought the very first release on double cassette, right? Before they even had CDs. Oh No, It Isn't, starring Lisa Bowerman and Bernice Summerfield, invented by Paul Cornell, douchebag extraordinaire. But I've been with this character for a long time. So she got another reign of life where, well, first they were doing box sets with her and Sylvester McCoy, kind of leaning into the Virgin New Adventures vibe, and then they kind of worked out pairing her up with David Warner. Now, I didn't know that Lisa Bowerman and David Warner were dating, living together, right? I had no idea. So, but anyway, so she did a number of box sets with the this alternate dimension Doctor, played by David Warner. He said he played him like a hangover Hartnell, right? I think that was his description. And I really like those sets. So David Warner passed away. And his last set was excellent, by the way. No, his last thing was with Christopher Eccleston, which was a really disappointing script, right? I was really into it, and it really failed. I was really, really disappointed with it. She's been in limbo ever since then. But the last set was set in the Berlin in the 1930s with the Cybermen. I really love that set, right? The thing about Bernice Summerfield is that it's a range that's got its own identity, and it's exactly what Disney and Chris Chibnall and all the woke fucks in the world say that they want, and just none of them do. It's genuinely feminine science fiction, right? And I mean that in a good way, right? It's more cerebral. It's more feminine. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's more feminine. So it's feminine science fiction. Its heyday, I would say, was its initial run. I really loved that initial run where she was working at the Braxitel collection, which was mentioned in City of Death, which was like a planet-sized art collection run by a Time Lord called Braxitel, who may or may not have been related to the Doctor. But at some point it was, then he wasn't, then he was. And he's got these machinations going on. But anyway, so that was really the heyday. Then they rebooted it, and I think reasonably unsuccessfully. And they rebooted it a couple of times. I think the most successful one is the ones they did with David Warner. But now he's dead, right? They were floundering. They didn't release anything. They didn't have anything on said to be released for a while, announced for a while. So I wasn't sure if it's going to continue. My idea, by the way, was to do a box set where mourning the death of the David Warner Doctor, right? The David Warner Doctor was a temporal irregularity. It wasn't supposed to last forever. And so, but I think it would have been really good if you had a box set of but Bernice essentially mourning the loss of her doctor. And it was also her lover. So, it really, she would have been tied to that. I think it would have been really powerful. And with each disc in the set, you have a different doctor come and spend time with it. Like you would have Sylvester McCoy, which works very well. You would have Paul McGann, which works well. Maybe you get Christopher Eccleston in. I don't know. But I think that would have been a really genuinely successful, emotional and powerful box set. But they're not doing that. But they are bringing the character back, so I am happy about it. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Oh, sorry. Doink. Bernice Summerfield, welcome to the Eternity Club. Bernice joins the Society of Intergalactic Adventurers in a new audio drama series from Big Finish Productions due to be released in 4 monthly installments. I love the new release strategy, right? I love it. You get to try one disc before you commit, right? I love this new release strategy. Much easier on the wallet as well. So it's coming out in September. Beginning September 2024. Welcome to the Eternity Club, where a warm welcome awaits the universe's greatest explorers, a place of mystery, intrigue, and creeping danger. Professional Bernice Summerfield has finally been invited to join, but membership comes with a terrible price. Lisa Bauman returns to the 26th century archaeologist for an 8th series of the New Adventures of Bernice Summerfield. Okay, so let's hear with New Adventures of Bernice Summerfield. Joining us throughout the episodes is Nicholas Grace, Bryce Ravidian, and Robin Sherwood, Secretary Prim, and acclaimed theatre actor Nima Cusack, as the oldest. Was Nicholas Grace in that War Doctor box set as the villain? Because, man, he was great. If he was great in that. No, not seeing him anywhere. Believe me, oh, God, that was awful. Not seeing him in any of these. Never mind. Okay. So writer and producer James Goss said, Benny finally made it. She's a member of the elite club of the galaxy. Top explorers living a life of luxury and on the private asteroid. Only not everything is as it seems. Well, it never is. The club is falling apart. The members seem to have been stirring up intergalactic war between the Draconians and the Sontarans, and there's some terrifying, mysterious old woman in the library who no one in the club can remember how they got there. That must be Bernice Summerfield. The complete Bernice Summerfield, the Eternity Club bundle is not bad, £32 at download. That's pretty darn good. So it comprises of 4 full cast drama releases, each including 2 half-hour episodes. I like this new format as well. So the Armageddon Chair, the Triumph of Dravin by James Goss. That sounds good. A Rhubarb, please retain your ticket for the cloakroom. The Terrible Shame Train, Mr. Pym Has an Adventure by James Goss, Tim Foley. And then Sanctuary, Liturgy of Death. I love this new release strategy. I would buy the first part to see to check it out. But I like the character. The series also cast Dan Starkey, Sultanas, I guess, and Simon Kane, and Jane Jacobs. Big Finish Secretary Jason Agley says the story benefits Bernice Summerfield continues. There's some very important person missing. David Warner has become an integral part of the much-loved series, and great friend to us at Big Finish. We were all terribly upset by the passing of 2022. Myself too. I love David Warner. After discussing the future range with Lisa Bauman, we decided that New Adventures of Bernice would carry on. James Scott and Tim Foley have done a brilliant job creating a world for Benny to explore. Big Finish listeners can purchase a 2-episode release of Eternity Club at $10.99. $8.99 download. Yeah, I will. That sounds like a pretty good deal. I am really glad this character's coming back. All right, a second. So this is out in September, right? You Adventures Volume 8. How much that last one was really good. Yeah. This one, man, 38. Well, so I guess you get 4 parts. But this one, the Blood and Steel, was great. It's set in Berlin in the 1930s with Nazis and Cybermen. It was really powerful. Right. I do like this one. I like all of these ones. Again, Bernice Summerfield has been an ongoing love of mine. I will unashamedly admit to that. Right. Unashamedly admit to that. Kate Lethbridge Stewart and unit suffer from past mistakes. What's this? This long. All right, we'll read this. Then I'm going to toddle off. Doctor Who, Kate Lethbridge unit suffer from past mistakes. What, being in the Jodie era? Yeah, okay. Doctor Who's fans are loving Gemma Redgrave's Kate Lethbridge. No, we're not. She's boring. She is a boring, dull character. It's interesting that UNIT, a top secret paramilitary organization that fights alien menaces, and Doctor Who always had fans. I guess because it was always good. Right? Up until now, I guess. What? Okay, always has fans. I guess their fans always like to play soldiers, shooting guns and stuff. Well, we are mostly little boys. The only thing about UNIT is that shooting at aliens or alien objects, the Doctor in Doctor Who never works. It's always made things worse. Anyway, UNIT was brought back to the modern version, led by Kate Lethbridge Stewart, the daughter of the original Brigadier Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart. As an organization that's supposed to be hipper, smarter, and savvy, since she's a scientist, not a soldier. Again, it just made it more boring. Right? It did make it more boring. Kate Lethbridge Stewart, originally introduced in the 1995 direct-to-DVD production Downtime, played by Beverly Cressman. Downtime was the unofficial spin-off to Doctor Who, featuring the Brigadier, Sarah Jane Smith, Victoria Waterfield, again, amazingly mature Deborah Watling, even hotter than young Deborah Watling. Dealing with an old enemy, the Great Intelligence, when the Doctor wasn't around to help out. Script was by Mark Platt, who wrote Ghostlight and the final 7 Doctor story that was shot on BBC, and directed by former director Christopher Barry. I didn't know how you spell his name. I also was with a Y at the end. He directed several of the Fifth Doctor's stories in the 1980s, and lots others as well. You could say Mark Platt, who created Kate Lethbridge Stewart in a Downtime. She was married with a daughter. She appears to have she'd been another direct-to-DVD unofficial spin-off called Demons Rising in 2004 as the lead. Still a civilian working with an ex-unit to investigate a village haunting tangled and a tangling with an enemy of the Third Doctor. Fine. When Doctor introduced Kate 2.0, it was Christian who brought Kate Lethbridge Stewart into the news. No, it fucking wasn't. What the fuck? No, it was Stephen Moffat. What the fuck? It's like an invasion, it's like an inversion. Day of the Doctor. I don't know what the first one she was in. So, what happened there? Come back. It just annoyed me. It was Chris Chibnall that didn't bring Walking series in the new series. During the Stephen Moffat era, with the 6th Doctor stint as showrunner in the 6th Doctor episode, The Power of Three. What? Maybe it's the 6th episode. Naturally played by Gemma Redgrave, her name was often shortened to Kate Stewart, and she was also a scientific advisor who ran UNIT. Chibnall gave Kate a character-defining cool moment during Flux when she proves she thinks 5 steps ahead of enemy. Yeah, fuck it. Flux was awful. So yeah, they blow up her house and she just jumps out the way. I thought Unit was introduced. Okay, still was the same problem. Unit was introduced so that the British Army wouldn't be seen as incompetent, ineffectual all the time on Doctor Who. Soldiers are virtually all science fiction TV series are always the first ones to panic and start shooting. Oh, not really. They are the first ones to get killed though, and then get killed. Gemma Redgrave, who plays Kate Stewart, with an air of intelligence, steeliness, and boredom. And it is boredom, right? But the scripts often have wanting to blow things up when things get tough. No one should shoot the alien bad guy when the Doctor is telling everyone not to. And it's really dumb of Kate to shoot at the toy maker in the giggle. Resorting to shoot something is not something a scientist would ever do. Yeah, okay, fine. He's saying he didn't like Kate Elizabeth Stewart in the giggle. Well, good for you, mate. Good for you. I didn't like the giggle in the giggle, right? I didn't like the giggle in the giggle. Why did I not like the giggle in the giggle? Because it was shite, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. So this was released by, hang on a second, on Twitter. It is... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong page. Where is it? It's over here. By @master of the TDS, who pointed out all the generative AI used in promoting Doctor Who. Is it not that it's any good? Well, I thought if it's good, it would just generate interest, right? Can't wait to hop on board the TARDIS. Bring on the adventure. Can't wait to travel through time and space with the Doctor on Disney Plus. Sounds like time-traveling adventure awaits. Can't wait to hop on board the TARDIS. Awesome! Can't wait to hop on board the TARDIS. Fuck you! Corporate shills, cunt. Robo cunt. Corporate shill, robo cunt. And that's only, I say it because I'm being so kind. Right? So we called out this clearly shitty practice. It must have rattled them because they admitted it. BBC is experimenting with generative AI to promote Doctor Who. And I love the way they're saying it like it's a good thing. Right? I mean, I just find that hilarious that they're saying it's a good thing. I bet Toxic Fandom's having a meltdown. Didn't even think of that. Let's have a quick look. Hang on, I've got to change accounts. Oh, yeah. Full on meltdown. Yeah, Toxic Fandom. Or Normie Fandom, even. No, I'm not happy with this. Again, is Doctor Who not good enough just to support itself? Obviously not, right? Obviously not. Some bullshittery. BBC is experimenting with generative AI to promote Doctor Who. Doctor Who season 14 will debut on screens in May 2024. May the 4th is the date we've been promised. By Molly Moss. Do you reckon that's AI as well? Did Molly Moss write this? Published on March 8th. Written by Molly Moss, aged nothing, because I'm not real. The BBC has announced it experiment with generative AI for the promotion of Doctor Who. You mean after we called you out for clearly using generative AI to promote Doctor Who? That time? Maybe. The broadcaster has announced it will be creating a human-written marketing copy. It will be creating a human-written marketing copy for a Doctor Who push notification email subject line, and in the promotional rail on the BBC search before using AI to suggest alternative copy. So using AI is what you're saying. This will be reviewed and approved by BBC's marketing team before being shown to audience who promote Universe Collection on the iPlayer. Yeah, look, dude, we've already caught you doing it. It's kind of silly you saying, we're going to try this out. We've already caught you, ding-a-ling. I'm like, How stupid do you have to be? We literally have caught you doing it. You know, we might try. You made an army of bots to try and pretend your piece of shit TV show is popular, which we now know it isn't. How do we know your piece of shit TV show isn't popular? Because you're using AI bots to bloody try and pretend it's to make out that it's successful when it isn't. David, who's the head of media inventory at the BBC, said experimentation is the heart of how we approach marketing at BBC. Yeah, we keep being given unwatchable shit that nobody wants to watch, like insane unwatchable shit that nobody wants to watch, right? And it's hard to sell it. Yeah, so what we do now is instead say pretend that less people watch TV. Yeah, that's true, because you chase them away by being shit. They would come back. The ease of TV is they would happily come back if you would just not make shit, right? That means you doing your fucking jobs, which essentially, that's the reason for all the wokeness. It's an excuse for not doing your fucking jobs. Why was Lord of the Rings so shit? Because it was woke. And they hid behind being woke rather than actually making a good story. And like, man, God, you have Lord of the Rings as your backdrop and you can't make a good show out of that. You have to make a show about female entitlement, about a entitled cunt. That was essentially your show. Entitled cunt saves the world. And don't tell me I hate female heroes. I'm loving Constellation. Right, I think Constellation is a great show. I'm really excited that Bernice Summerfield is coming back in Doctor Who. Right, I'm genuinely right. I really like Bernice Summerfield. It's great feminine science fiction. I'm all for that. Lord of the Rings was shit. Oh, would you rather watch an episode of Lord of the Rings or shove your fist up your ass? Whoa, that fist up your ass sounds awful. Maybe it's the easier way to go. Anyway, David, it's a harder how we post marketing people testing and learning on how we let audience know what BBC content is. By pretending it's popular, it's the most relevant to them, and we know they might love underpins our digital marketing strategy. What the fuck are you talking about? However, imitation marketing typically requires more time to spend on the creative work to make them extra assets. Generative AI offers a great opportunity to speed up marketing, making the extra assets to get experiments live for more content that we are trying to promote. Listen, if it's something that people like, you don't have to spend anything on that. Frankly, okay, you have entertaining people do YouTube shows. That your fan show is just embarrassingly bad and not very well watched given how much weight it has behind it. Right? Actually have something that should be part of the streaming network, frankly. Right, they should have some kind of interactive containment content component for it, where they could start partner with Rumble or YouTube, and they would host a channel of Doctor Who content. Right, like right there, that they should do that on the Whoniverse. However, they don't like people saying it's shit, so there is that. In continue, we're trying to take it one step at a time, starting simple and learning as we go. We have chosen to start with Doctor Who as a joint content priority for both BBC Service and BBC Studios marketing teams. You mean it's already been done? There's a rich variety of content in the Whoniverse collection on iPlayer to test and learn with, and Doctor Who thematically lends itself to AI, which is a bonus. So there you go. They've just admitted it. All right, they did. Like, we can't promote this show. We got to pretend people like it. Yeah. Actually, I do have a pundit who wants to come on for a second and give his opinion. Now, he's a very busy guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a very busy guy. So he's just going to come in and leave, right? So let's just hear from him right now.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true. Look at what's happening.
He can't argue, but he's right. Everything woke turns to shit, baby. Everything woke turns to shit. So there you go. I mean, like, really? It's like and they called us earlier. Peter Rich is saying, you blamed us for botting, then used it yourself. No, they use it themselves, then blamed us for botting, right? That whatever they accuse you of, they do. How much money spent on Tom Baker Doctor Who compared to New Woke Who? Make good TV, says Jekyll and Mr. Jekyll. Yes! Which means giving up on your insane diversity nonsense. They can't coexist. You can't be creatively free and then have to do this woke bullshit constantly. Doctor Who restoration expert defends experimental test special toy maker. So I am going to review this when it comes out. And this, look, the review audiences who saw it at the FBI, they said it was quite good, right? Are they trustworthy? I don't know. I do not know, right? But they actually all said it was quite good. So you, the jury, decides. Man, I got to work out. I got to make content, not for not for a week from now, this Saturday, but for the Saturday afters and the Sunday. I got to think of some kind of content I could put out on those 2 days because I am getting it. It's a Jewish holiday pouring where you get drunk. Mark Ayres, who restored the original music standard, has acknowledged that the new technique may divide opinion. I mean, look, it wouldn't look so bad if the gorgeous Callum Weston version wasn't out there, which is so good. It's achingly good. It's so much better than this. I tell you. Although, again, the way this story works, it kind of works to have it as in a different representation in each episode. So you could do the Callum Weston episode 1. You could do this animation episode 2. You could, and then the real one, episode 3. Have a different animated episode 4. Have a whole different team work on episode 4, and it kind of works with the Celestial Toy Maker. Right, the latest Doctor Who story with the restored new animation visuals is the 96 Celestial Toy Maker. Man, the last one, Underwater Menace, was fucking awful. Oh, God, was that bad? It was like embarrassingly bad, right? And it wasn't like a bad reconstruction. It was just a bad story, right? I mean, the only thing of real interest in it is Rob Sherman's observation. That's the story that defined Patrick Troughton's take on the character. Because you had, what's his name, Zaroff, whoever the villain is. Nothing in the world can stop me now. Was just like this huge, ridiculous performance. So Patrick Troughton went a really small, understated performance to counterplay him. And that was his definition of the Doctor, right? But it was weird. It was like Doctor Who in a Flash Gordon serial. Essentially, it was just awful. With motion capture being applied alongside existing soundtrack, they're using motion capture. Why don't they use whatever? The visuals have been provided by Shapeshifter Studio and mark a departure from the previous restorations of episodes, which have featured more traditional animation style. They frankly have aged. I hate to tell you, they like. I was thinking this at the beginning, like it's been 10 years since the 60th anniversary. And you see all the Doctors and they're using old clips. Making new clips of old Doctors in when they're young is easy now, right? I'm sorry. Even, what's his name? When they added in like a 2-second shot in Logopolis of Tom Baker hanging from the gantry, it made it so much better, right? And it's look, you have somebody who is basically physically right for it, who can act, who can emote like that in the wig or whatever, right? And then you face swap him. It's that simple, right? I'm sorry, people say, "Oh, that's it." No, it's not expensive. You do it for free for porn, so it can't be that fucking expensive, right? Or what? $10 a month for porn? Well, whatever it is, whatever they charge for it, right? It can't be that expensive. I'm sorry. If somebody can face swap, Scarlett Johansson giving a blowjob, right, for kicks, it can't be that expensive, right? And I feel that's a reasonably fair. That's a fair enough. So, So when they had the old doctors in that clip in the Day of the Doctor, it's so much easier to recreate it now. And that's really the way to go. But also, Canon Weston's approach is again so much better than this. Right, that's its real problem. Speaking at the screening at the new animation at the BFI, audio engineer Mark Ayres has restored the enhanced original soundtrack, describes as a technique or as experimental. He explained that it allows greater fluidity of on-screen movement. I mean, that's whatever. But I will be fine with AI being used to clean up the soundtrack, right? Something like Mark Ayres using it. Because you can do that, right? AI can strip out the background music. This is basically all done with motion capture, so they got actors to act out the parts along with alongside the sound. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Canon Weston did. Just his was much better, all right? And I'm sorry, the people who did Web of Fear, embarrassing. Like if I win like 100 million in the lottery, one of the first things I'm doing is commissioning Canon Weston to do a bunch of stuff. Right, I like it. It's really good. I mean, the meeting on the Common is fantastic. The thing that came with Vorp Vorp, which I didn't even get to look at this Sabbath. I was too busy reading the fanzine book, which is fascinating. Great, right? It's like really well written, really well written, and where the body was. Right, there's what's it called again? Jupiter's Legacy didn't even touch either. It's all synchronized on the soundtrack. Somehow it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work, and I have to tweak the soundtrack where the dialogue hasn't quite synchronized. But in the new technique, it's a motion capture technique. It means the characters are far more fluid. Okay. It's just a shame. It's like, here's the thing. Canon Weston's one was good because it was well designed, right? It was well designed and well directed. Whereas, you know what? When this comes out, I will do a comparison of this and the Callum Weston one. Yeah. I absolutely I will, right? Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I'm just going to give you a quick look from the... I got him up here anyway. Let's have a look. Study TV. Doctor Who. Oh, no, okay. A Very Peculiar Practice. No, not that. Doctor Who. Special Toy Maker. That's Crusade. I wish I would do the Crusade. Love the Crusade. Where is it? Special Toy Maker. Toink. Here we go.
Following is a non-profit fan.
Just show you the opening, which is like so nice.
We're landing now, Doctor.
Good. That means the gravitational bearing must have rectified itself.
Hey, look at this. Isn't it fab?
So again, I think this is just like, again, it's the direction of it that really works. Look how they that Stephen's out of focus, bringing the foreground in focus. All this like weird menace from the toy maker. I like the drawn design.
I think it was something here, and I don't like the feel of the place any more than you do.
Look, I'm sorry, mate. You've just been outdone by a fan, and that you didn't scrap that shit you were working on and have adopt the fan one, or at least put that fan one on the disc, right? I think it's because it makes you look bad, right? You should have delayed it to let make, as soon as you saw it, which was about a year ago. You should have commissioned episodes 2 and 3. So they will pre-order, but we don't have a release date yet, right? What else will be far? But ordering the new recording out says it's much better than we had before in this story. Yeah, I know. And again, I'm sure they use AI for that, and that's groovy, right? That is absolutely fine. I don't mind. Do we have a same thing? It was really used for the to animate the missing third episode of Boba Fett. It was unwatchable, right? It's unwatchable. Oh my god. Where was it? Pre-order. Do we have a release date for that? No. Still 2099. When is this coming out? This should be soon. I'm looking forward to that. It's coming out. Oh boy! 9 days out. Right, 9 days out. Did they change that cover? Did they add in more wheels? Oh man, I didn't realize we were 9 days out. That's really exciting. I thought Celestial Toymaker was coming out before then.
The people will get the message the very, very last of the BBC, because obviously as I always say, they've already got your money, everybody.
They've already got your money.
From
Exactly.
the BBC.
Oh man, they're the worst. Right? They're the absolute worst. Lefty woke nonsense. BBC anti-establishment drama, one of the biggest ever flops. Yeah, I saw this coming up. I was like, man, this looks like it's going to be like nails on a chalkboard.
What's this? The drama tells the story of a Welsh family attempting to flee the UK and English nationalists.
Yes. BBC One experienced one of the lowest ever ratings for a primetime finale following its ending of Michael Sheen's controversial drama, The Way.
Michael Sheen is a massive bell end, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. And listen, I'll say that Jeffrey Rush, he's like a massive tool, but I like him acting.
Yeah.
It's when I need to hear him. His thoughts.
So is this thing The Way? Is this like some sort of like the worm that turned, kind of the idea of what the near future may be?
I think so. I remember seeing the ads for it. I didn't actually see it.
English nationalist, my arse.
Wait, are you watching? Did you watch The Apprentice?
I don't know. Which one?
Man. It's worth going back because there is a woman on there who can negotiate like I have never seen. Like I'm just in awe, right? And the better she gets at that, the sexier she is. It's weird. She starts looking kind of normal, right? and then as she gets better, I was like, man, she's getting quite a bit hotter. Flo, okay, she's the one you want to watch out for. Flo, right?
Which Apprentice do you watch? Is it the American? Is it the American one? Is it the English one, or is it the Israeli one?
They can't. They tried to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger after Trump became president, right? And it didn't fly.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, I can't. He's got the cigar. Is the cigar compulsory, do you think?
Probably. No, but Trump doesn't smoke. He never did a cigar.
Oh, I thought he was the cigar man. I thought that was his...
No. He's surprisingly clean living. Like, really weirdly clean living. In fact, I tell you, all the attacks that he's like been under has just convinced me he's the cleanest, politician ever in politics, right? Because if there's anything they could find him with his finger up a teddy bear's ass, they would have that front and center.
Proof. Yeah, conclusive proof of him being a wrong one.
Yeah, right. They wouldn't keep that secret.
He didn't ask this teddy bear for consent.
Like, I would just love to go to Rusty Davis and say, look, years and years, mate, I'm sorry. It's time to just admit you were wrong, right? Yeah, no, you were wrong about everything was 180 degrees opposite of what you thought. I mean, that's just what reality is, but no, they are just bonkers. I want to say, the series tells the story of a government crackdown causing Welsh people to become refugees whilst English fascists threaten their safety. I mean, like...
Oh, silly sods.
It's like if you're going to tell me they're like socialists, like, national socialists, I will believe you. But fascists, no. They have no organization whatsoever. She directed the drama, you tool.
This is it. This is why I think Michael Sheen's an absolute arse.
I love this. Which follows one family trying to escape the UK. According to the Telegraph, only 697,000 people tuned into the finale. Fuck me, under 1 million. Although listen, if that's the live rating, that's about right now.
It just goes to show, doesn't it, that when you're Michael Sheen or somebody of that sort of stature, you can get any bit of tat commission from some 2-bit broadcaster like the BBC.
Well, as long as it meets the political agenda, and that's really as long as it says the right things.
It's disgraceful. It's one thing trying to separate people on we see them, they're trying to divide people all the time, but they'll never divide the British people, not with crap like this. The Brits, the Scots.
Okay, the thing that's come closest, I think it has generally shown a divide in the British public, are these Hamas marches each week through every Saturday.
Oh yeah, but they're not indigenous people though, are they? So it's their social societal problems, their ideological conflicts that have been brought to this country, whereas obviously the English, the Irish, the Scots, and the Welsh.
But the problem is you've had 20 years of multicultural immigration policy, where people weren't integrated, and now you've got this crazy mismatch of values.
Yeah, all the fault of Blair.
Yeah,
the British people, we may rib one another about the Scots being tight and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay,
yeah, you will never divide the British public.
One of the greatest tragedies, I think, in entertainment and comedy ever was Frank, what's his name, Costello, I think, when he stopped doing the voice of Apu on The Simpsons because he wasn't Indian. I was like, you schmuck. Okay, here's why you're a schmuck. You want a white person making fun of an Indian. You're an American making fun of an American, right? And you were saying Apu was as much American as you were. He was part of that American experience, right? And by they're focusing on your skin color, you idiot schmuck. You roll back the greatness of America.
Yes.
What can I tell you? Anyway.
Every time I see Michael Sheen and David Tennant together as well, I just think, what a couple of insufferable arseholes.
Yes, they are.
Fortunately, I can detach the 10th Doctor and the 14th Doctor, for that matter. I can detach them from David Tennant. Well, I don't wish any ill on. I'm quite happy for him to go to.
I don't wish it.
Do you know what I mean? I just wish he'd shut up and get on with his job.
I would detach David Tennant from the 14th Doctor if there's any point. There's nothing I saw from the 14th Doctor that made me in any way interested in seeing anything yet. So for me, I'm looking at Shooter stuff as a reboot, and which I think Russell Davies is as well, right? I don't think there's going to be any touching the classic series. I think he's aggressively building a new mythology, which I think is probably a good idea.
Well, we're now another couple of weeks on from when you and I last talked about this, and it's still tumbleweeds. That the dust is settling on the Shooty Gatwa era after 58 minutes of screen time. No one cares. They've dropped the ball.
That's exactly that. It's really, and he's got 8 weeks. I don't think he's going to garner interest. I think it's going to get similar ratings to this. Because it's going to go full woke. I mean, it already has done. The only hope is Russell Davies has frantically retooled it to dial the woke back, right? And listen, BBC, Disney, Paramount, if you want your things not to fail, hire me as a consultant. I will do it. Pennies on the dollar, mate. 10 million, I'll tell you anything you want to know, okay? I mean, a day, obviously. But, no, but honestly, if you just invested for $3 million,
yes,
I will give you a report on everything you need to do with any franchise. And I think that's so fair. I haven't ready
a consultation fee, a retainer, obviously, when things. Yeah, I completely agree.
And I will tell you exactly how to save every franchise. But nah.
Well, they could always ask Nabil Shaban instead.
Yes, they could. Was not happy with me, Nabil Shaban. Let me be clear. Wasn't happy. Look, dude, what can I tell you? It was shit, your show. I listen, I said other things you did that were good. Anyway, talking about shit. What's this? The program debuted with only 1.7 million viewers and faced its fair share of criticism just minutes in. One viewer who posted on X during the premiere, "I wanted to like a pro-Wales anti-establishment TV show, but more than anything. But the way is absolutely boring shit. It always is. It always is." Taking to social media, it was clear what they thought of Monday's finale. Plenty of them flooded X, formerly Twitter, with complaints about the woke tone of the series. Many have slammed the seemingly incomplete storyline. Yeah, because they don't really care about anything other than they be like showing off that they're lefties. And we know you're lefties, you cunts. For fuck's sake. Really? You think you kept that one to yourself? Really? Huh, but you don't know where I am. I had a cliche, hashtag BBC, hashtag the way, hashtag woke, had every cliche in the book, ended up with Iron Spartacus and a second viewer fumed. Lefty woke nonsense, don't have a clue what was going on. Yeah, look, it always is, mate. It always is.
Did you ever see that video of Michael Sheen coaching the Welsh national rugby team?
No, I didn't.
Look it up. Look it up and see if you can get it. It's amazing. He makes such a massive chump of himself. He tries to give them some sort of pep talk by speaking to them in proper Welsh. And they're all in the locker room getting ready to go out. And I can't remember who they were playing against. It may have been England. And it was a very important match. And Sheen's there in the dressing room with them, like shaking his fists and all this sort of stuff.
Go.
Yeah, and they're all. And see, these lads who are like in their early to mid 20s are thinking, who's let this airy cornflake in? They don't know who he is. It's brilliant.
If you ever see the movie Blazing Saddles, there's Mel Brooks is in it in the middle as a.
You made me watch it about 4 years ago. I've never forgiven you. Go on, yes.
Oh, really? I'm so you don't like it? I can't remember.
I fucking hated it.
Oh man, I have a strange claim. Anyway, one of the things I liked about it is Mel Gibson playing the Indian chief, who instead of speaking Indian, spoke Yiddish, which is an ancient like Jewish language. Okay. Right. So like when he saw the black sherry, he goes, "Was ist das? The Schwarze?" For me, it made me laugh.
Well, I remember we did it in the Rabbi's Video Vault back in the lockdown days.
That was a fun show. I remember. It was
a great show. Bring back the Video Vault. But when we did it, you were laughing like a drain, and so were a few people, and I was completely stone-faced.
You're like, what is funny about? I remember. Oh God, yeah.
And you said to me, "It's funny because he's Jewish." I go, "Well, I know he's Jewish, but I still don't get it." It just completely went over my head. It's got the and Lee probably outed me as an anti-Semite. That was brilliant. We'll do that again. I haven't spoken to Lee for a few days actually. Lee, if you're out there,
a few weeks. Fine, I hope it's okay. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.